Russia, go home, now.
With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برنامه‌های ما شامل زبان‌های بسیاری است. از این وبسایت دیدن فرمایید suprememastertv.com/schedule.
There is a way to live longer. But we do not live longer in this body. We have to live longer in a different body. And there is a body that can live forever. And that body is the wisdom body. And we have to use a wisdom method to achieve it. Just like we use a medical method to achieve a medical doctorate degree. And we use a wisdom method to achieve our wisdom body. With this wisdom body, we fear no fire, no water, no disaster of any kind, and we feel no pain of anything.
Please stay with us for this enlightening lecture.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Vegan, true gentleman.
It's not food, it's violence! Bad children! Not ours! Bad family! Not ours! Bad freedom! Not ours! Bad body! Not ours! Bad life! Not ours!
Today's program will be presented in English with subtitles and Arabic, Alexis, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian or Uranian. Telugu means congratulations in the Faroese language, and we would like to congratulate you, kind viewers, for saving countless lives through your compassionate vegan lifestyle. I am Freya. The peaceful Faroe Islanders pray for world vegan, world peace.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughter houses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab tests, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace. So be it.
The beautiful Faroe Islands is a self-governing island country within the Kingdom of Denmark, situated between Iceland and Norway in the North Atlantic Ocean. Its 18 islands are connected by tunnels, ferries, causeways, and bridges. This enchanting archipelago has some of the most remarkable natural landscapes, with an incredible number of waterfalls, moss-covered fields, towering cliffs, and majestic mountains. Its largest lake, Storvaxvarten, sits close to the edge of a cliff and is also above sea level, thus offering a stunning view overlooking the ocean, and the iconic Fossa waterfall plunges directly into the Atlantic. The Faroe Islands are one of a few unique places on Earth where you can find houses with traditional grass roofs that provide good insulation and protection from the up to 300 days of rain that falls there each year. It is a way of building houses that the Faroese have kept up for more than 1,000 years. Half of the Faroe Islands' electricity is currently renewable through wind turbines, solar power stations, tide plants, and pump systems. The Faroese are known for being friendly and honest, with well-preserved traditions handed down through generations. Rowing is the national sport of the islands, and it is the highlight of the Ólafsøka, the nation's biggest summer festival.
Smart kid? Ah, you are surely a vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world, the needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with sharing. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is the beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, go on, baby. Hey, look at you. Oh, quack. You happy? Quack. Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Olac, Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy as well as injured animal people in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe,
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia,
All religions tell you be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia,
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves, the Supreme Master.
Africa,
I will show you how to get direct teaching
and South America,
and keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
as well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse. It's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents and that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Goosey Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and first place silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes a Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet, and it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
The United States has been graced on many occasions with visits from Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan. In 1989, in response to the earnest longing of spiritual truth seekers, she traveled to the country to impart her wisdom and insights. In this fascinating lecture, Master expounds on various topics, including ways to discern true masters from false ones, attaining our highest inner potential through the Kuan Yin method, and our true self's faculty of omnipresence. We now invite you to join us for part 3 of this enlightening lecture titled How to Acquire Your Inner Highest Potential Power, given by Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, in San Francisco, California, USA, on May 24th, 1989.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
We ourselves are, at the moment, even without initiation, even without knowing our innate wisdom or our inborn heavenly power, we are still mini-God. We are still God. Anytime you manifest love towards your neighbor, towards your children, your friends, your relatives, or anyone in need, at that moment, you manifest God. Understand? So, the more we manifest this kind of compassion, love, mercy, and wisdom, the more we are near to God. But God, in this sense, is too limited. We can only love 1 or 2 persons, and we can only help a handful of persons at a time. God, in the ultimate sense, can help the whole world. So this is the goal we strive to achieve. That is what the Buddha achieved, what Jesus achieved. Actually, Christ is not his name. You must know, Christ is a title. It's like Buddha is not his name, it's a title. It's to indicate an enlightened being, an almighty power. And when we acquire this power, we become Christ. Maybe Marilyn Christ or Joseph Christ or Smith Christ, because he was Jesus Christ. But we become a different Christ because our names are different. So therefore, we can say Sakyamuni Buddha, or we can say Sakyamuni Christ. It is similar. It's just a different country, they call it a different name. I think there was a Hebrew name for an enlightened master. It's a Messiah name, the name for the Messiah, no? I think it is like that. If you have a Jewish people here, please inform me more. It's just like in Sanskrit, they call an enlightened master a Buddha. Ne? And now in modern times, we call him a guru. And they make everybody confused. Why is a guru different from a Buddha? Actually, a real guru is a Buddha. A Buddha means a guru. Guru means a darkness remover. It means the light giver. It means when you associate with this kind of person, he will remove your darkness of ignorance and give you light. Therefore, Jesus say, those that follow me would never walk in darkness. He say, I am the light of the world. But he also say, as long as I live in the world. He was afraid that our later generations would misunderstand him, that he would forever be the light giver. So he had to say, as long as I live in the world, I am the light of the world. He wouldn't say, I am forever the light of the world. And he say, after I go, I will send some comforter and to bring the later generations home. So do not grieve for him. He means when he dies, another will come. It is like that. Just like when somebody asked Jesus who he was, he said, I forgot the saint's name, but he meant that he is the incarnation of those past saints. Is it not so? Have you read? Yeah, that's good. At least somebody gives me some support. Because sometimes we read the Bible and we quickly forget, or we might overlook this information. And when I talk again, it seems like a very strange information, but in fact it is there. It is ancient information. It's not my information. So the same, sometimes I speak to the Buddhist people and they also think I'm speaking strange things, because they thought they never heard of it before. But I say this is stated in the Bible, in the Buddhist Bibles, in the Buddhist doctrines. So it's the same when I speak to you about Christian Bible. Sometimes you may feel strange if you don't remember. So the same as someone asked me, the Buddhist doctrine would have the law of birth and rebirth, or the law of karma. It means the law of cause and retribution, cause and effect. They say to me, Christians don't have this. I say, yes, Christians have it. Because in the Bible it says so. As you sow, so shall you reap. Is this not cause and effect? Then what is it? But for your information, I may also inform you, the Bible was cut, censored, and erased so many times. Many information was not allowed to the public. But as we know, many people did research on Jesus' life, and they have also discovered many information which is very startling to us and was very useful. It is something like this. Like Jesus was vegetarian since he was a child, and now the Roman Catholic Church would not accept this. But the fact is the fact, and history is history. No one can change that. It's just sometimes the facts and the history are so unknown to the humans at large, to the majority of humans. Therefore, sometimes when somebody says, it seems like very strange information, that is all. But if we take time and patience, we will collect for ourselves vast information heretofore unknown to us. Is it not so? Sometimes in your own working field, you also suddenly discover something new. And the same with the scientists. They forever discover something new. And what is unbelievable today, tomorrow is proved to be very trustworthy. It is like Galilee before. Is it Galilee? Who say that the world is round, no? Is it him? Yeah. And they say the world is round, and then the church present him. It's just like that. It's so hurried, so impatient, and so inhuman. Sometimes the dogmatic people can cause this kind of disaster because of ignorance. And hundreds of years later, we all feel sorry. And for what? We cannot make up for it. We have lost a great talent. Humans have lots of great talent and a great prophet. I think he did not use his own eyes. I think Galileo did not use the human eyes to look at it. He might have not even used the telescope. What did he use? He used his wisdom eye to see. And he could only see the truth. Therefore, he spoke the truth. And at that moment, if there was developed science, they could have proved it, but they were not so far advanced. Therefore, they punished a nice person. After all, didn't care what kind of level he attained, how enlightened he was. He was such a beautiful person, so harmless, innocent, and it just imprisoned him like that for nothing. Now, these people are those that acquire their inner wisdom, like Jesus, like Buddha. They were so ahead of their time that people couldn't stand them. We can just say it that way. Therefore, when Buddha was alive, he knew everybody worshipped him. There were many people tried to harm him and tried to kill him and tried to disparage him, tried to blacken his name. When Jesus was alive, of course many people worshipped him, but there were many people harmed him and tried all kinds of tricks to kill him. Even though the church knew that Jesus was innocent, he was still powerless against these wicked people. Similarly, Galileo, he was also so great a person, a prophet of the time. He was so far advanced. Therefore, people could not catch up with him and did not understand his ideas and his wisdom. So therefore, we see science is not always up to date. Now what we should do is to follow our own wisdom. Most of the scientists, their brains are in very active use. They use a lot of their brain, more than the average person does. Therefore, they discover and invent so many apparatus. They can invent many things to add to our comfort. But what they use is even just a little bit of the wisdom that our Father God has given us since the day of our birth. Now there is a way to use our complete wisdom. And it's so easy that everyone can do it. And if I can do it, just a small person and weighing only 30 or more kilos can do it, I think you're so great, big and tall, you may even be able to use more. And that is our hope for the future. Because we can't always rely on material science. We have to also rely on this kind of spiritual science, which brings us so far in advance into the worlds beyond the world, and that give us joy and meaning to our existence. Because I think, more or less, most of us always wonder, what is human existence for? Why is that God made us live only 400 years and then He would let us die? It seems a waste of time. Imagine if we lived longer, a few hundred years, a few thousand years, we would accomplish more, no? Yes, truly it is so. There is a way to live longer. But we do not live longer in this body. We have to live longer in a different body. There are some bodies that can endure several hundred years. There are some bodies that can endure several thousand years. There are some kind of bodies that can endure several millions of years. And there is a body that can live forever. And that body is the wisdom body. And we have to use a wisdom method to achieve it. Just like we use a medical method to achieve a medical doctorate degree. And we use a wisdom method to achieve our wisdom body. With this wisdom body, we fear no fire, no water, no disaster of any kind, and we feel no pain of anything. I have no words in the human language which I can think of to truly convey to you, my brothers and sisters, this greatness of our wisdom, of our Christ power inborn within us, what we call the heavens within. Lo and behold, the heaven is within you. Everybody says it like that, and everybody knows that. But if you ask them, what is heaven? And where is it within? And what does that heaven do to me when I carry it around 24 hours every day? What could it do for me? What is its use to me? What is the use of that heaven within me that I'm every day miserable, struggling in this meaningless world, and I have to deal with all kinds of vexations and jealousies and all kinds of, from inside and outside, bad influence. And then what is the use of you talking to me about this heaven? Yes, I would agree with you. It's no use. Only if we know it, we possess it, we make use of it, then it begins to become useful. Otherwise, you can carry it 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, billions of years, and it makes you nothing more than just a human, a worm, or a lion, or a tiger, be what you may.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine.
A vegan meal can save someone from a lifetime of misery on a factory farm. Vicky Lanola, vegan.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. The British Virgin Islands is one of them.
British Virgin Islands Protection of Animals Act. The British Virgin Islands has enacted its own Protection of Animals Act, with the latest amendment being in 2005. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab tests, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
High-minded viewers, thank you for your presence today for Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for How to Acquire Your Inner Highest Potential Power, Part 4 of 11. Coming up next is Blue Zones, Places Where Humans Enjoy Longevity, Part 1 of 2. May the Providence guide and inspire you always.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW